new vegetable-based burgers that taste more like meat than real beef and even sizzle and bleed are arriving on plates. Historically, vegetarian alternatives to burgers have tended to be thick, dry, almost cake-like, and made from soya. Now, techniques backed by tech billionaires like Bill Gates and bosses at Google mean plants can effectively be turned into convincing versions of beef or chicken, such as the sophistication of the signs that these burgers, which are pink and juicy on the inside, could kill off expensive attempts to grow meat in a laboratory as an alternative to livestock farming. There is a huge and growing appetite for alternatives to real meat because of animal welfare and health concerns. Last month, Beyond Meat began selling what it calls the world's first plant-based burger that looks, cooks, and tastes like a fresh beef burger through 200 Whole Foods Market stores in the U.S. It looks very similar to a raw beef burger patty but is built with pea protein and made to bleed using beetroot. The burger is one of 12 lines developed by the U.S. company, which also includes chicken strips and ready meals. The burgers sold out within an hour when they went on sale in a store in Colorado, and the company has plans to sell the line overseas, including the UK. The scale of its ambitions can be seen from the fact that a former global chief executive of McDonald's is on the board. At the same time, America's biggest meat processor, Tyson Foods, has bought a stake in the company. Beyond Meat's biggest rival at this stage is Impossible Foods, which is backed by the Microsoft billionaire Bill Gates and an arm of Google. The main ingredients are wheat protein, coconut oil and potatoes, but the key magic addition is heme, which has been described as plant blood. The iron-rich compound is abundant in real meat, but can also be grown from soya. The company claims that the heme makes the company's burgers smell, sizzle, bleed, and taste gloriously meaty. The Impossible Burger, which springs from California's Silicon Valley, is only available in 3 U.S. restaurants so far, but the company, which has secured investment of more than $150 million, has big expansion plans. One plant-based alternative to meat that has arrived in the UK is the More Than Meat range of burgers, sausages and casseroles made using wheat protein, beans, nutritional yeast and flours and cooked in small batches. The More Than Burger contains 99% less fat and 38% more protein than a Waitrose beef burger. Its lamb casserole has 76% less salt and 96% less saturated fat than a Waitrose lamb hot pot. A pack of 2 More Than Beef burgers comes in at $4.50. The small UK firm Soya Foods sells meat, which is made from wheat gluten and is the core product in its handmade steaks, burgers, rashers and pastrami, and a company called Fry Family Food, which is stocked in Morrison's, Ocado and Whole Foods, offers nuggets, schnitzels and stir-fry strips made using a mix of rice protein, quinoa, chia seeds and flaxseed. The success of corn, a fungus fermented in tanks, which has been promoted by Sir Mo Farah and Olympic swimming gold medalist Adam Peaty, suggests there is a growing appetite for meat alternatives. The firm's sales rose 5.2% to $158 million. According to its latest accounts, the rise of the meat-free burgers has been revealed by the Grocer magazine, which suggested families would be more likely to buy these than products made from meat grown in the laboratory. 3 years ago, food scientist Tanny Rutzler held a London press conference to reveal and eat the world's first ever lab-grown hamburger. Others have suggested lab-grown meat could be in the shops within 5 years. Research for the Grocer by Harris Interactive found only 16% of people said they would be happy to try this sort of cultured meat. Half refused even to consider it. Some 56% were concerned about the use of chemicals in making lab-grown meat. 48% felt cultured meat wasn't natural and 29% suspected it would not taste good. The Harris research found women and older people were the most skeptical about laboratory meat. Head of Consumer and Retail Research at Harris, Lucia Giuliano, said, "We are quite simply opposed to the idea of cultured meat without knowing much about it." But she told the grocer that public attitudes are shifting, saying, "Even in the past 2 years I've seen the public conversation take a more positive direction. A few years ago you'd hear Franken meat or test tube meat. Now the language is more scientifically grounded."